Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your English classes. I am Mrs. Reena Parekh, your English teacher, and we are learning the tense. In this series, today we are going to see the future continuous tense. As the word itself suggests you, continuous means something which is in continuity or in progress. It is also called as future progressive tense. And here, look at the basic structure of the sentence. Subject, verb plus object. This is our permanent basic structure of any sentence. And now I have told you that we have to make the changes only in the verb part. So what changes we have to make here when we talk about the future continuous, you have to see. Look here, will, shall. As I have already told you, it is an indication of the future. These helping verbs tells us that it is a future tense. Whenever you find these two verbs, helping verbs in any sentence, it is quite clear, very easy to find out that it is the future tense. Neither it's the present nor the past. So here, will, shall is compulsory to use in all the four types of the future. Plus, when we talk about the continuous, you already know when I have told you that continuous means ing form of the verb. You have to take it to be the trick meaning of continuous, that you have to use the first form of the verb plus ing. And how we have to add these two, will, shall helping verb and first form and ing with the be. So what is the change in our verb? That is will, shall plus be plus first form and ing. So it will form your future continuous tense, and the actions will denote that in future at that particular time about which we are talking now. At this time, the action will remain in continuation. It will go on, carry on. So here your formula is over. Now let me explain you through some examples. You will be more clear. Let us take different subjects. I here, you here, then he, they. Okay, these are the interrogatives. Let us see here first, affirmatives. Okay, one more thing I have told you when I taught you the simple future, that when to use will and when to use shall. Children, shall, I have already told you, if you remember, shall is used with only the first person in general case. In normal case, as per rule, it is used only with the first person, maybe the singular or plural. The first person singular is I. The first person plural will be we. So shall is used only with I and we in a normal case. Whereas will be used with all the second and the third persons. Second person singular and plural, you, yes. Third person singulars, he, she, it, any single name or any single relation. Then with the second person is over, third person, both plurals, they, any plural names, any relations in more than one number. So will be used with all the second and the third persons. So here you have to remember that while choosing will and shall. With I, the first person, we have to use shall. With you, we have to use will. Second person, we have to remember shall is only for the first person. Other all subjects will carry the will. First person also you have to remember only two things, I and we. No other third word is there, subject is there in the first person. So otherwise, if it is not I and will, you have to use. If there is no I and we in the subject, you have to use only will. Without thinking. Look here. I have seen only I, and other at all places with all the subjects I have put will. I shall. Then comes your be. This is a trick how to form a sentence in future continuous. So that's why I am making them all here instead of writing the examples in advance. Here also be, and here also be. After that, we have to take the main verb in the first form and add ing. Clear? You can take any action words here. While speaking in real life, daily life, you have to depend on that action only which you have to describe. But here, since we are learning the tense, you can take any example of any verb, any action. I shall be. Take anything. drinking, drink, D-R-I-N-K. Okay, or simply you can say without object if you want to try. Go and add ing, first form and ing. I shall be going. Clear? I shall be going. After that you can add other words as required. I shall be going to school. I shall be going to market. I shall be going to picnic next week, this way. And words indicating the future you can also put up here after that. That falls under the category of other words after the object. Now look here, second sentence. You will be. You will be with any verb we can add in the first form and ing. You will be dance. And we have to put ing. Don't make it like this. Okay. I have already told you, if any verb carries an E letter, E vowel at the end, you have to remove that E and put ing. So D-A-N-C-I-N-G. You will be dancing at a particular time in the future. About which time I am talking to you now. He will be writing a letter. Write, again the same. It carries the vowel E at the end. You have to remove that E and put ing. You will be writing maybe a letter, okay, or a message, whatever. Then they will be what? Any verb you can take. They will be sleeping. Sleep, first form, and add ing. They will be sleeping by 10 o'clock. I am talking about maybe tomorrow. Okay. When I am talking about tomorrow's 10 o'clock time in the night. So by that time they will be sleeping. They will be sleeping by 10 o'clock. Or maybe today 10 o'clock because it is still morning. The night 10 o'clock is still awaiting. So they will be sleeping by 10 o'clock. This constitutes your future continuous will, shall plus be plus first form and ing. Now let us make, I have written in the negatives. No problem. You have seen this in the affirmative case. Now we shall be making it. See, we shall be making. Again I am using the continuous tense. We shall be making them negative. See, where to put not? I have told you between the helping verb and the main verb. But here be is also there. Okay, be is also there. So where you have to put? One more thing I have told you. We have to put not word before the main verb. Okay, if something is there, subject is there, or some other word is there between the helping verb and the main verb, we have to put the word not before the main verb. Let us try. He will be not. No, it goes wrong. So here the concept will change a little. You have to add the not word after the helping verb. Okay, before be and after the helping verb. Like the case of been. Okay, we have seen in the earlier lecture when there was a been, I have told you do not separate been with the main verb. Been will remain closer to the main verb. Similarly, be will also remain closer to the main verb. You will not separate them and you will put not before be or after the helping verb. He will not be writing a letter. Okay, by a particular time in the future. They will, again, before be you have to put not word. They will not be sleeping by 10 o'clock. Means by that time in the future or today, by 10 o'clock they will be awake. Yes. Now comes to interrogatives. Interrogatives, again as I have told you, we have the classification into two, yes or no type of questions and WH questions. In yes or no type of questions, they start with a helping verb and they answer in either yes or no. That's why they are known as yes or no questions. And WH type of question carries a WH word at the beginning. Yes, no doubt the sentence, the question starts with helping verb itself, but we have to add one more WH word is there in the beginning. So, and question mark is at the end. So, it forms the WH type of questions. Now, let us see the yes or no type, positive, negative, both. Again, we will take a subject. My friend singular, third person singular. With we have to add shall only with ing. But children, this is interrogative. We have to start with helping verb. You can take any helping verb, okay? But in the future we have will and shall fixed. So you will start with will and shall only. If I am taking my friend, then we have to put will. Will my friend, I am small. Will my friend, then be and first form an ing. Be, then come. Come is the first form. It carries an e at the end. It carries an e at the end. So you have to remove this e and put ing. So here forms the spelling of coming. I draw out this part. Okay. Will my friend be coming with me? Or will my friend be coming to school? Will my friend be coming to picnic with us? So this way. And do not forget to put the question mark at the end. Otherwise, maybe your structure of the sentence is right, your formation of the future continuous is right, but you may lose your marks because it is an interrogative question. Okay. Now, if you have to make it negative, again see the placement of the word not, where you have to put. Now, as I have told you here, in the negatives, assertive sentences, we have to place the not after will. Okay, but here we will not place after will. Will not my friend be? No, it goes wrong. It sounds wrong. If you pronounce it, read it again and again, you will feel that it sounds wrong. So you have to see, will my friend not be? Means be will carry a not before it. Yes, not will be preceding be. This you have to remember. So will my friend, here, okay, negative I am writing here. Will my friend not be? Means after be, main verb comes. This order is fixed. Before the main verb, not will come. Clear? This is also fixed. Place the not before be or been, and place the be before the main verb. Will my friend not be coming with me? Okay, same as it is. It has become yes or no question, the negative form. Now let us see the WH type. WH type is nothing, no need to worry at all. Here itself you have to place a WH word at the end, or how it will form a WH question. Like why? Why will my friend be coming with me? Or why will my friend not? Why will my friend not be coming with me? Is there any change? No change. So only the thing is you have to place a WH word before this full sentence, that is yes or no. Okay. The thing changes. This will be starting with small w. Why will, then full you have to copy as it is. My friend in the positive, be coming with me as it is. In the negative, why or when, you can use other WH word also. Okay. When will, you can use even when will. Clear? Why will my friend, same, the negative as it is, not be coming with us or coming with me. So this is the way to form your future continuous. Future continuous means
when.
Future continuous means okay, subject plus verb plus object means will, shall, be and first form. Okay, I have put when here, maybe not visible to you, so I am rubbing it out. Okay, let us see here. You can use any WH word over here. Okay. Then clear? Affirmatives. You have to see only I and we. Put shall. With all other subjects you have to add will. Clear? Then follow the order. Will, shall plus be plus first form and ing. If the main verb carries an e vowel at the end, you have to remove that e vowel and put ing. In the interrogatives, only interchange the position of the helping verb and the subject, and you will frame your interrogative. In negative, place the word not before be, be, or after the helping verb, but not in the question. In the question, you have to place that before the, look over here, before be. Then here also, same like here. Clear? In both, you have to place before be only. Then in WH questions, place a WH word at the beginning, and rest of the formation will be same like yes or no questions in both positive and negative statements. Now we are going to see the future perfect tense, the third of the future.